everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for my weekly 64x64 lot mansion build, and today we're going to go ahead and build this winter family mansion. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up in the gallery now. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1. So this came in with 5 bed... Wait, I was going to say the price, but then I ended up saying the bedroom number. So it has 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, and the price... I cannot remember. So, but you can go ahead and check it out on the gallery, and I will tell you there. Like I said, my origin ID is real Thomas TV1. So this home is basically some sort of like, I guess, traditional family home in a way, but it also is for kind of winter theme. So of course, the outside, we don't really have to make it winter inspired because it literally is in winter. But a lot of the interior has a lot of blue colours and lighter colour swatches and things like that for the wallpapers and flooring and things like that. So in the comments section down below, let me know about what you think of this home. And I'm also interested to know if you have any more kind of seasons build ideas, because I've already done a load of them. But if you have any more, that'd be really, really helpful, because you all seem to be enjoying my seasons content at the minute. So feel free to let me know of any ideas that you have, I suppose. It can be a mansion build or anything in general. And yeah, so we're kind of just working on the floor plan here. As you can see, this home took me less than 2 hours to do, which I have no idea how it took me that long, but it did. So I'm kind of glad about that though, because I'm really glad that my kind of building time is speeding up a lot recently, which is great because it means I can get a lot more done in the time I have. So I suppose that's great. So I did actually do a huge big swimming pool in this home, which, I mean, kind of thinking about it, and when I was placing it down as well, I was thinking, well, is this really the best thing to put down, because it's like the middle of winter that this home is in? But when I'm doing these kind of winter themed homes, I've also got to think about how can I make this home kind of like practical, I guess, in a way, also look good in other seasons, because it's only going to be, you know, winter in your game for 7, 14 or 28 days. So you know, you might probably not just keep the home for that long. You might, you know, want to play it in other seasons too. So you'll see shortly when we're going to do the landscape, not all of the landscape, just like the I don't really know, like the flowers and things like that, I suppose, things that got colour in them. I did actually go back into free build mode, because if you don't know, if you go into free build mode, which is basically the build mode where it's like you just go from the world map view and it's got the infinity sign next to the money logo thing. If you do it that way, the season just changes back to like summer, or like, you know, how it was before I had seasons in the game, which makes it really, really easy to do and things like landscaping and see colour swatches, how they actually look like when it's in seasons such as winter and stuff, where it's a little bit harder to see. At this point here that we're building in winter, it's actually it's like not too bad at the minute, but it does get a little bit snowier later when I take the screenshots, so you don't really see it anyway. But there is like some snow specks on screen, as you can see. I don't really know if you find that annoying or not, for the speed build purpose. I know in the thumbnail, I mean, I might end up changing it, but at the minute, the thumbnail that I've got, it has like the snow specks and stuff in it, because I just, you know, in the environment when I took the screenshot. So I don't really know if that looks good for the thumbnail or not, because it might be a little bit distracting. I don't really know. Anyway, so we're building this little thing here, which is basically kind of like a covered part of the pool. I suppose it's just a bit that you go into the house, so you can kind of, you know, get into the pool there, and it's a little bit covered. So maybe if you want to kind of swim around, but it's pouring down with rain or something, even though you're in a pool of water. I just said that randomly without thinking about what I was about to say. Or maybe you just want to cover a bit. I don't really know why you'd use that for, to be honest. But I just thought I'd include it anyway. Looks a little bit interesting, and it was just something to use new glass roofs with, because I'm in love with those at the minute. I did use them a few times during this build as well. I don't know why, but I always feel guilty in a way when I don't use... I don't think guilty is the right word, but I always kind of feel like that when I don't use the glass roofs. It's a really weird feeling. I think that with... It happens a lot when we maybe get new items or something new in the game, and then I don't end up using it as much as I thought I would, or something like that, and then it always kind of feels weird not using it, and I feel like I have to use it in a way. I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of like how I've kind of was using the cats and dogs windows all the time, and now kind of changed them out for these ones in seasons. It always felt weird kind of using the like, it felt weird not using the cats and dogs windows, because I felt like I use those in like every single one of my builds, but now like I don't use them at all, and I've totally changed them out for the seasons one. So it's actually alright though, because these seasons ones are actually pretty similar to the cats and dogs one. They're kind of just like recoloured in a way, kind of the same sizes and stuff, which is that a bad thing or not? I don't really know. I kind of talked about that a little bit more in my kind of opinions and thoughts videos of seasons when I got early access, so feel free to go ahead and check that out. It is in the seasons playlist. This video will also be, well, this video is going to be in 3 playlists actually, because it'll be my seasons playlist, my mansion build playlist, and also my build playlist as well. I think all my videos are kind of in playlists, so it's easy to find them if you're looking for a specific thing. That's also sometimes what I like to do when I find a new channel. So say if I find a new channel and I want to check out their speed builds, then it's always great when they have a speed build playlist, so I can kind of just jump to that and check out some of their builds and stuff. But yeah, so we kind of got the main kind of structure of the home done. As you can see, we're just going around with the fence and beginning the terrain paint and stuff. So we'll just jump on here about now, I think, yeah, onto the free build mode. So it looks a little bit different, and I just did this so I could a little bit kind of clearly see what I'm doing with the landscaping. I know when we get back into winter, it looks like it's a little bit of a waste of time, I guess you could say, because all of the plants are dead and stuff, but like I was mentioning at the start, I kind of was thinking about how I could make the home look good also in summer and things like that, so this is just a way of doing it. And yeah, so we're on to the interior now. As you can see, we've placed down all of the wall coverings and stuff like that. I've also done all the bathrooms off screen. Now, if you're new to watching my channel or my mansion builds, I do actually don't include the footage of me placing down the wall coverings or the bathrooms. The reason I don't include the footage of the bathrooms is because they are all the same. Like, every single one of the bathrooms in this home is exactly the same. They all have the same furniture, wall coverings and flooring. I feel like a lot of us do that though. It's not really a bad thing, it's just something that we do because bathrooms are pretty boring, to be honest. Unless I'm doing kind of like a bathroom room build or something, I feel like they're kind of boring and you can't really do that many unique things with them. So I do kind of just cut that out of the footage. But yeah, so that's what I do with the bathrooms. And then for the the wall coverings, I don't know why I couldn't think of that word there. The reason I don't do them for the wall coverings as well is because again, they're kind of just boring in a way, and you're all, well, 2 reasons, and but like I said, boring, but also because it's kind of like you're going to see them anyway in the when we do that kind of particular room, like furnishing it, so you're going to see the wall coverings anyway, so there's no point of me including it because you're going to see it anyway. And also as well, recently, if you've got seasons, or maybe the update before seasons, I think it made this happen, but a lot of the lots that you kind of use and place down wall coverings on become very laggy when you're placing down wall coverings and stuff, which is really, really frustrating. They did actually do a fix update a little while ago, like on the 19th, I think it was. No, it wasn't 19th, the 20 something. They did an update again for the game, because of the lag issues that everybody's having and a load of other issues that we got with seasons. But it still hasn't fixed for, I think, most of us actually. I did notice a slight improvement when I first started up my game, but once I actually went on a bigger lot and started placing down wall coverings, it just turned out exactly the same how it was, which is really frustrating for me because I know as a builder, it's kind of worrying in a way actually, because it's kind of like adds so much more time onto the build. Doing this, you know, out like the exterior wall coverings for this build took me so long, I was losing the will to live. It was ridiculous. But you know, I'm sure they'll fix a way. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Find a way to fix it soon. There we go. And also I've noticed that the flooring though, because it was like wall coverings, flooring, fences, stuff like that, I don't have any more lag on the flooring tiles, which is great, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, so we're just kind of going around finishing up some additional sort of furnishing and stuff like that. We've got like a few little additional living rooms and seating spaces on those little octagonal rooms and stuff with the glass roofs, and then I've also got, which one's this again? Oh yeah, this is the garage room. Now it looks, that's why I was kind of thinking, is this the garage room or not? Well, what I do is a lot with these garages, and I feel like a lot of us do this, especially it's something that you see a lot in real life, is where people convert the garages into like a real life room. That didn't make sense, like a functional room. So I did that with this room here too, so we've kind of changed it in just like a general skill building activity sort of room. So we've got gym equipment and things like that. So there hasn't really been that much stuff going on in real life. So I finished kind of school and college and stuff like that on the 18th. So I've had like a good few weeks off now, which is nice. I'm actually going on kind of like a holiday in a few more weeks' time. So I'll be pre-recording videos then. I've still got a few weeks left before that though, so I'll let you know before that. But yeah, so that's kind of probably a little bit stressful. Actually, you know what? It's probably not going to be that bad because I pre-recorded loads for that 4th till the 18th period like I mentioned. So I don't think 1 week is going to be that much. But it's going to have to be a few more days as well. Like in addition, because I've got my uncle's wedding 2 days after we come back. So I've got to pre-record for that as well. I mean, the wedding's only 1 day, but like getting back and then only having like 1 day to kind of get that. Well, because I actually come back on a Saturday. That means I'll have to get that Saturday's videos done, the mansion build for Sunday, and then the wedding's on Monday, so I'll have to get a video out there because I upload on Monday, Friday, Saturday and Sundays. So yeah, I'm going to have to pre-record for them too, but you know what, I think it's going to be okay. And yeah, so what else? Oh, actually, well, this is totally random, I've just kind of thought about it now. But this morning I went to actually put my shoes on. This sounds so weird, like what? But I went to put my shoes on this morning and I noticed this kind of like black thing in my shoe, like a little like button size thing, and I just thought it was like a piece of fluff or something, or you know, something like that. And then I saw it move and I just thought, for me, like I just, you know, picked my shoe up and I thought it just, you know, moved, but it was actually a spider. And it was actually pretty big as well, so I'm so glad I saw it before I put my shoe on. I hate spiders, like I just absolutely hate them. I actually remember it was a few years ago that happened with my slipper as well. I was going to put my slipper on one morning and then I noticed a spider in it as well. And that happened a few years ago, and since then every single time I put my shoes on, I always check inside. Like, not a thorough check or anything, I just look inside before I put my shoe on, because I always have that feeling there's going to be a spider in it. I've done it for years since that happened. It's never happened once before until today, so I'm glad I did it though, and I still check it, because otherwise I would have put my foot onto a spider. I don't think anything would have happened, but it probably would feel, I don't know what would happen actually. Anyway, so we're just working on one of the 5 bedrooms up here on the top floor. Sometimes I do put bedrooms on the bottom floor as well. It kind of just depends on how big the home is and other styles and types of rooms that I want to put in as well. Kind of just depends really. So today I did actually put a kids room in, which is something that I don't really do that often actually. I have done them maybe once or twice in the last few builds, is put a kids room in. And the reason I don't put them in is because with these mansion builds, a lot of them are very kind of traditional, a little bit more expensive, luxurious, and things like that. So when I go to put a kids room in, which is normally, you know, fairly colourful and, you know, things like that, it always never really works out that well. Just because it looks like so different from what the style of the rest of the houses, if you know what I mean. So I never really include those, but at the same time it kind of takes away from like the practicality of it. I mean, kids can still use the other bedrooms, but I mean, it just doesn't have toys in and stuff like that, so it's maybe not as appealing to a kid. So I think it was the Autumn Family Home I did. Was it Autumn Family Home? I don't think it was called Autumn Family Home. The collab thing I did the other day with Emily, Ashley and Chloe, I did an autumn themed home for that. There was like a family style home, so I did put a kids room in there, and everybody seemed to pick up on it because I just never ever do kids rooms. So I thought I'd go ahead and add another one in today, since this is a family style mansion, so that's what we're doing today. I was actually going to do 2 kids rooms, so you can see this room right here, which is the last bedroom we're working on. This one right here, the pink one, I was going to make this another kids room. It still could be used as a kids room, maybe like a preteen or a teen, because it's got a double bed in it. I mean, it's not really, a kid could still use this, it's just that you may want to add in some toys or something so they're not like totally bored, I suppose. But yeah, so I did actually leave the outside furniture and stuff to last. I don't really know why I did that, to be honest. I never really have a specific plan for what I stick to when I do my speed builds. Normally I'll do the outside furnishing and landscaping first, but today I left it to last. I don't really know why, I just sometimes do that, so yeah, that's what I did. It was just pretty boring, I don't know why I mentioned that, but yeah. Anyway, so I think that's all the bedrooms done, so we're about to start working on the exterior. Now, I know I was saying how I was kind of like trying to make the home sort of like functional for both a, you know, like different seasons. So in the summer it'll still look nice in summer, like how I did with the landscaping. But with winter here, I don't know why, but I felt like the garden space was a little bit lacking. I feel like it was just like an awkward shape actually because of the pool. But you can see that I put like a little kiddies pool in, which I mean doesn't fit winter, but when it comes to summertime it'll fit in nicely, so it just depends really. And we've got a hot tub here too, as you can see, with some outdoor heaters because it will be pretty cold, I would imagine. And I also put that little table down with the towels on. I do that a lot actually, also next to the pool sides too. I do that sometimes, just so if you get out the pool and you go to grab your towel. I mean, it's just decoration, but that mindset. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this voiceover here, as we're just about to head onto the screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have any more kind of seasons build ideas, video ideas, or mansion builds that you want to see next week, then please let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and go ahead and download this from the Sims 4 gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!